What is up, everybody? My name is Jay. Welcome back to the channel. Are you hot? I am super hot. I'm like sweating hot. The sun is like right above me, just right on me. But that's not what this video is about. I've been talking about the heat for a while now. It's gonna go away here soon. Fall is on the way, but we're not there yet. But anyway, guys, in today's video, we are gonna be talking about Mystery Tackle Box and why this month's box, the lures and baits that are in it, are good for this month. Does that make sense? So we're going to talk about it. I'm going to show you how they go. I'm going to show you how they cast, and yeah, stick around. It's definitely worth it. Now, before we get too deep into this video, I want to go ahead and mention today's sponsor, Mystery Tackle Box. Of course, guys, if you guys love having a gift, Christmas gift, a birthday gift, however you want to put it, brought to your mailbox every month, you should get a Mystery Tackle Box. I mean, it's really that simple. My favorite thing about Mystery Tackle Box, guys, really, truly, is that every month, I'm almost guaranteed to find something new with fishing, a new lure, a new bait, a new style of fishing that I haven't tried yet because I got a set of hooks that I've never tried yet. It's endless for me when it comes to the reasons why I like Mystery Tackle Box. And my thing is it's great for beginners, but it's also great for people who are a little bit more advanced. And your sense of adventure is right in a box. You want to go out, you want to try something new, open that box up, you're bound to find something. And man, I can't beat it. Every month, it's right there in your mailbox. You don't even have to go anywhere for it. It comes right to you. Use my code JAYSINKE to get your first box for as little as $10. Okay, guys, before we actually get into this and I show you the lures and how to fish them and why they're good for this time of the year, let's go over what's actually in the box. First up, we have a Western Scandinavia bass bite square bill. That thing is going to be about 2 to 4 foot deep. It's in a blue chartreuse coloration, and it's what you call it, I can't ever remember how heavy it is. It's 7/16 7 ounce. It's great looking square bill. Next up, what we have is that Googan Blooper, guys. Googan Blooper, that's where it's at. I love the Googan Blooper. It's great for Topwater. It's 3/8 of an ounce, and it's 2 inches and 3/4, and it's just killer for Topwater. Moving along, we got an Excite Baits, what's the name of it? Reflex swim jig, and it's in that chartreuse and white color. Put your favorite trailer on that, it's gonna work wonders. I'm excited to show you how that one works too, guys. Next up, moving along, just as we go, we got those hard hat jigs, bump cap, round ball, shaky head jigs. They're just a jig head with the the shaky head jig heads. I love those things. Finessey. I'm all about it. So anything finessey, I got it. Give it to me. I'll take it. Finesse is where it's at. Shaky heads. And then moving along, we're going to go into the soft plastics now. We got that beautiful, awesome plasma tail, and it's in that green pumpkin chartreuse. Sorry, had to cut off. It is green pumpkin with the plasma tail, like a chartreuse plasma tail. That thing is fire. And if you get it in the right waters, I thought these weren't the right waters, but just, I can't say anything just yet, but just stay tuned, guys. It's totally worth it. And then last but not least, we have, and I need some help with this, Sematis baits. And they're a creature bait. They look like a craw. They got big phalanges. I love the way they move, and they're in what looks like kind of like a bass candy color. They're like a green pumpkin with a lot of different glitters. They are awesome. All right, guys, those are the lures and baits that we have in the box. Now, let's get to showing you how they work. All right, so what we're gonna throw first is this Weston bass bite square bill. Ooh, if I could get it. This right here. It's 7/16 of an ounce. goes about 2 to 4 feet deep. Now, the reason why this is so good right now, square bills are really good right now because they imitate bait fish. And during the summer, guys, the bass are always going after the bait fish. They're attacking the shallows right now, just going after whatever's in there as far as their native bait fish, whether it be a shad, a bluegill. Sometimes you'll see them eating crappie. So this specifically is great. Crankbaits, deep diving crankbaits are good too if you're fishing deeper bodies of water. I fish typically not too deep a pond, so square bill is perfect for me. What I really like about the square bill is that even beginners can really use it when you're getting to being into the cranking game, because you really just have to retrieve it. You don't have to do anything crazy with your cadence at first. Now, once you get better at it, you might change it up, do some little spins, let it stop, pause, float to the top. I mean, you really want to figure out what the bass are really looking for. But this is just an overall, easy retrieve kind of lure. You just literally toss it out. You can switch up hands, get it out there, and immediately start reeling. You don't want it to really take too long. You want it to get to where you want it. Go fast, go slow, depending on, the heat and how you think they're moving. Right now, it's kind of hot. I'm not even sure if they're hitting moving baits right now. But for video purposes, I wanted to show you the kind of retrieval for this. For sure. And when it comes to colors, that natural bait color patterns, those natural bait color patterns are perfect. So, just right in the center of those great colors that they're looking for. It shimmers, has good rattle. Kind of see if I can get y'all to hear it. It's like a thump. And these hooks are sharp, and that's always a good thing too. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, so next up that we're gonna be throwing, just to toss and show you how it throws, is the Googan Blooper. Now, I know you guys know all about Topwaters and the Googan Blooper, and one thing I really like about this one is the bloop, the actual cupping mouth that it has in the water when it makes the actual blooping noise. I don't know, I just really like that. So this thing is weighing in at 3/8 of an ounce, and it's 2 3/4 inches. I like the black color because in a lot of the ponds that I fish tend to be this brown, murky color, and I feel like black is one of those colors that you can see a lot easier in the water. And you just kind of hope that if you can see it, the bass are able to see it too. Now, topwater is really good right now. This is one of the best times of year to actually get a topwater bite. Now, right now, with the sun being directly above me, it's actually pretty hot, so topwater may not be on right now. But guys, at sunset and at sunrise, those are such pristine times to be getting out there right now and getting topwater. And the blooper and their frog, they're great right now. But blooper, totally on the money when it comes to this month's mystery tackle box. Let's toss it a few times. So you just want to toss it out. It's going to be on top, and you just want to, hopefully y'all can see that. Leave it out there. Leave it out there. And you can even do long ones if you wanted to. I like to typically do short ones and then let it kind of float out there. See if anything comes any interest in it. I don't even know if y'all can hear what I'm saying, but I really like to just kind of do a few twitches myself to make sure that, and then leave it out there so that way if anything's even taking any kind of interest in it, it kind of gives it a second to come and take it. Because a lot of the times you'll get those bass on that reaction bite, but they sometimes want to just kind of sneak up on it and be like, and just take it. So, all depends on the kind of fish you got. Take it, throw it, and just whoop, whoop, whoop. And this is where I get worried. I got turtles out here too. And sometimes I like to leave it a little bit longer, but I'm afraid a turtle's gonna grab it sometimes, so. And I don't feel like fighting a turtle today. Some of the ponds I go to are definitely populated a lot with turtles, especially this time of year. Alright. Googan Blooper. There you go. Let's get on to the next one. Alright, so next up, what we got is this Crankbaits swim jig. Now, going along with the same thing going with it, imitates a bait fish. It's a 1/4 ounce. It's in that chartreuse and white color. And I also put on there for my trailer, I put a little exo swim in that green pumpkin pearl. But ideally with the swim jig, you're imitating bait fish. And right now, we have a lot of grass underneath the water. You know, everything's just got a lot of oxygen going on. Grass is just growing. It seems like it's just everywhere. And swim jigs are great to pull up through that grass. So, again, just right on the money for this time of the year. Good lure. And how I throw it out there, guys, it all depends how we're feeling. We're in the middle of the day right now. So, that's one thing I like about jigs in general, is they can be kind of versatile. Whoa. You can swim it while you're retrieving it in. You can do it faster, or you can leave it out there and let it hang out, do its little thing, look like it's got some action going on. Really just depends. But right now, I think I'm just going to let it hang out a little bit. I'm not going to fast retrieve it. I'm going to just kind of retrieve it slow. Let it sink. Get down there. Give it a little pop. They're even good to bring in when you're bringing them in. You can even, oh, I had a bite. I had a bite. Ooh. Crazy. This is how I was going to explain. You can drag them along the bottom, too, to kind of get some attention, stir up some, you know, all the dirt that's on the bottom there, and bring some attention to it. Huh. That was a good bite. Which tells me they definitely might be taking something a little bit slower than, you know, a blooper or something moving a little bit faster, you know. Again, one of the many reasons I like the versatility of a swim jig. Of a jig in general. Let me just be real. But swim jigs do have that archy style head, therefore they're moving easier and faster through the grass. They can rip right out of it. Again, I feel like that's the biggest thing about how good it is this time of year, is that it's ripping through all that grass. And that grass can be such a pain in the butt. So what's really good about this box, I've noticed, is that it kind of gives you, at least that I've noticed, is that it gives you different styles of fishing too. And from the beginner to the pro, it's always good to practice different skills. It keeps your, keeps your mind going, keeps you on your toes, and heck, you don't even know. You could learn something that you really fall in love with and that you're really good at. And the only way you learned it was because you picked up that lure that was in that box. So just always be trying new things. I feel like that's one of the good things. That's one of the fun things that I like about Mystery Tackle Box, is that it encourages me to try new things. Figure out, the style of fishing that it is, the cadence that it requires, things to that nature. Alright, so the first 3 baits that I showed you guys were more towards like topwater or imitating a bait fish, and the next couple that I'm actually going to show you are going to be more about like this time of day where it's hot and They aren't taking top water. They're not eating anything fast. They're slow. And they're eating slow moving stuff at the moment. Plus, not to mention, we had some crazy rains yesterday because we got hurricanes coming up, and therefore the water's cooler than it normally has been. So I'm sure they're a little shocked at the moment. So we're gonna move on. We'll show you the slow moving baits that came in the box as well. Alright, so for the first slow moving one, I actually went ahead and I grabbed that shaky head out of there. It's a 1/4 ounce shaky head. And I went ahead and paired it up with that plasma tail as well, because this is definitely a more finessey worm. And if they're pressured, guys, and they're moving slow, that finesse is where you want to be. So I thought, why not? What better way to pair them together? And this is going to be just good old throwing it out there and having the patience to actually leave it out there. You know, you want to pop it a few times, but majority of the time you just want to kind of relax and see what happens. We'll see how this one goes. I don't know about this color in this water today, so I may end up changing the actual plastic, but we'll see. I mean, I guess it's kind of visible, but water's murky. You got a natural color. It's harder to see, but we'll try it just for trying's sake. So, the way you want to do it, you just throw it out there. Pull back a little bit, let it sink, let it get down there. You notice that it's down there finally, trying to get in there, reel in the little bit of slack you got, and just wait it out a little bit. Pop it up a couple times. Wait. This is definitely one of the slower styles of fishing, which, like I said, guys, in the middle of the heat right now, it's hot. It's like 90 degrees. And with the humidity, it's probably feeling closer to 100. Ooh, I thought I had one there for a second. But that's literally what you do. You throw it out there, you let it stay out there, pop it up a couple times, get some noise going on, you know. But not a slash, it is not a fast retrieve at all. You want that worm to kind of get some attention, you know, let it do its action while it's out there too. Oh, what do we got? Not a fish. Huh. I mean, guys. Catching 3-pounders or what? That was like a whole club. But hey, that thing held up and it pulled all that in. That wasn't light, and it's holding up strong. So that's good. Thank you, Hard Hat Jigs. It's a good cap right there. All right, let's throw it back out there, see what happens. Again, it's a slow retrieve, so let's see what we can get. I almost want to, I think I am just going to throw over here for a second, because the way the retrieve style is, it's simple. You know, you throw it out there, you let it sit. The idea is getting it where they're going to bite that. Pull back a little bit to get some extra line out so that it actually falls straight down instead of at an angle. Reel in a little bit of slack. Ooh. Alright guys, that is the shaky head, and that also goes and shows you the plasma tail. Now, this is not the only way a plasma tail can be thrown. Put it on a Texas rig, put it on a wacky, well, I don't know about this one being on wacky rig, but you could totally try it. Why not? It's a worm, it's totally possible. But finesse worms, there's multiple ways for you to be able to fish these. Shaky head is just one of them. It's definitely getting the business done. I wish I could have caught one. I got a bite on it. But I know that the finesse style is good for the heat. So, no complaints on that one. I'm going to show you the next one now. I got a fish, y'all. Yeah, I do. On the shaky head with the plasma tail. I literally just turned jaw off and I got one. I had a feeling. And that, my friends, is how you get it done with the shaky head plasma tail combo. Oh man, now that feels good, doesn't it? Oh baby. And you are not small. Guys, I got it on camera for you. Good looking fish, check that out. Buddy, hello, look at him. Perfect for this time of the year. All right, let's get that hook out of him. Don't you do it. You're gonna be upset you did it. Step. No. We're getting pictures with you, guy. Kind of want to get a scale on you too, just to see what you weigh, buddy. £2. £2 for that pal. Yes, sir. Oh yeah, guys, we are out here in the heat, and we are still getting these guys. £2, almost on the dot. I think it was like 2.02 or something like that. No complaints. Got him on the shaky head. Woo, with that plasma tail. Yeah, buddy. There he goes. Woo! Thank you. Alright guys, last up that we have is just that crawl creature bait that we have. That was from that Semitis, I'm not sure how you pronounce the name. Soft plastic. I decided to go ahead and put it on a Texas rig. Got a 3/0 hammer hook, 1/4 ounce tungsten weight. I don't have it pegged, just because I may end up switching it out, and I don't usually deal with pegged weights unless I'm specifically like flipping or punching. But it doesn't have a name. The color itself is similar to, like, it's a green pumpkin kind of base. It's got all kinds of glitter in it. Kind of reminds me of like a bass candy color, and it's got all kind of colors: red, green, black, purple glitters. It doesn't have it on the packaging what color it is, so it's cool though. We're gonna try it, see what works. And crawls are great right now for this time of year. As far as slow fishing goes, it's hot, like I keep saying. So this one's the like ultimate bottom feeding, hanging out. Just let it sit out there. The phalanges will do the work while it's underwater. They sit there and they just kick, and the bass go nuts for it. It's simple. And I mean, it's one of my go-tos that I tend to just kind of default on when nothing else works. I tend to default literally to a weighted Texas rig, just like this, with my favorite crawl bait on there. So, definitely a good time of the year for that. And the way you toss it, you literally just take it on, let it sit, get it down to the very bottom, get your reel in, or your reel in your slack. And if nothing's happening, you want to leave it out there. You want to be slow about it. You know, sometimes you literally could leave it out there and do nothing, check your phone, do whatever, and you'll get a bite. I've done that too many times to count. But let's say you just can't. You're too antsy. You want to do something. A crawl, man. A crawl. I said this in when I was doing the Texas rig. A crawl, when it moves up and out like this. So when you have a crawl pattern, when you have a crawl soft plastic on your lure, give it a couple of pops. Pop, pop. Give it that kind of action that you're looking for, the way they actually move. Oh, and it'll rile the bass up and you may get a bite. That was a bite. I don't think I got anything off of it, but that was a bite. When that happens, I really do think sometimes it's probably the turtles. Or I just missed a fish. But that action is like, it's hard to beat with those flanges. See, these take these, and when they're under the water, they're standing up, you know, they're standing up under the water, but like this, you know, but like that. I don't know if that makes any sense, but the, you know, flanges are up there doing their thing, floating like this. Drives the bass wild sometimes. It is very slow, but you know what? Slow bite's better than no bite. Oh, that was creepy. I don't know why that was so creepy. I was just like, I don't know. This turtle. He's not small, but he's not large. But his whole head, he just like came up out of the water with like his whole head just like, and like bounced around. I don't know why it was weird. I don't know. I'm weird. I wasn't expecting it. I'm focusing on what I'm trying to do and catch a fish. And then all of a sudden this big old fish head, turtle head comes on up. That was funny. Take your moments when you get them. Laugh at everything. Why not? Life's too short not to laugh at dumb things too. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. We're going to recap real quick. So what we had that square bill. Like I said, that square bill is good right now because you want something that's imitating bait fish. You want something that you can reel in rather fast, and you know, depending on your depth of water, sometimes you may want to go a little bit. There goes the water again. Sometimes you may want to go with a deeper diving crankbait, but a square bill, for me, being the pond hopper that I am, square bill is perfect. Works for me. It's in that bait fish pattern too. It's like a chartreuse blue. It's probably a sexy shad or something like that. Perfect. It's a great color. They see it, they hear it, got that thump. No complaints about that one. The next one that we did was that blooper. That blooper is awesome. Summertime is the best time for topwater. And yeah, right now it's hot, so you may not have the best chance in the middle of the day. But like I said, guys, go out during the sunrise, like as the sun is coming up and as the sun is going down at dusk and dawn. Those are the two best times to be trying for your topwater. And that black color is perfect because I fish a lot of water that looks like this muddiness back here, and that black color can be seen through all types of water. Good one. And then of course we had the swim jig by Excite Bites. Now Excite Baits, Excite Bite, Excite. I know it's Excite, sorry guys. But the swim jig, I like the swim jig because right now, this time of the year specifically, you got a lot of grass. You gotta fight a lot of grass. You thought you caught a 5-pounder? No, it's just a lump of grass. And the swim jig specifically has that great archy head, and it just comes right up and rips through that grass like no problem. Put your favorite trailer on there and you are set to go. Again, looking like that bait fish kind of thing. And it has a little bit of more diversity as far as how you can fish it. You can fish it slow. If it's hot and you still want to use and try to get a jig bite, you can just slow it down and just pop it along the bottom there. Or you can swim it in fast like it's a swim jig, so you swim it in. And then next up we slowed down, came down, slowed it down a little bit, and we got to that shaky head with that plasma tail. Now I told y'all ahead of time that this was probably going to be the more style fishing that was going to take place today because of how hot it was when I got out here. And now, that plasma tail was a natural color, and I did doubt that a little bit just because of the waters I had today. On any other day, it worked great. It will work great, I'm sure, but hey, guess what? I caught a fish on that, so I guess it works great today too. And I got it on the shaky head. Shaky head's great right now for anybody who's trying to just be a little bit more finessey. You're on pressured ponds, you're on pressured water, or the sun's right above you and burning your head. The shaky head is good for that. Just shake your head. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, shaky head's good for that bottom targeting baits. Moving along, we didn't get a specific have-to rig for the crawdad. I just, you know, defaulted with a weighted Texas rig. But crawdads, creature baits, these are great right now. These are literally default foraging for bass. They see an easy meal, they see the flanges, it makes them go nuts. I feel like crawls are one of those versatile soft plastics that really could be used all year round in certain places. Here specifically where I am in Georgia, I feel like crawls work all year round just about, depending on your pond. Not all ponds want them. Certain ponds just won't eat them at all, so it really just depends. But that was within what was in this month's mystery tackle box. And guys, mystery tackle box tries their best to get the right stuff for you, for your fishing areas and your fishing needs. And if I had to say so, I think they nailed it pretty right on the head. Alright guys, I'm gonna leave it there for you. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I hope it taught you something. I know I enjoyed making it. It's always fun to catch a fish, especially while I'm trying to teach something on it. Just goes to show you it actually works. I'm gonna leave a link in the bio as well, so you guys can go and see where I get all my baits and lures from. It comes from Shop Carl's, but Mystery Tackle Box is where it's at. Don't forget to use my code JAYSINKE to get your first box for as low as $10. Again, I'll leave a link in the bio for that one too. And I don't know guys, leave a comment, let me know what you guys want to see more of. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, turn on all your notifications so that you know when the next video drops. I'm trying hard guys, I keep saying it. Also, don't forget 3,000 subs, doing a big real giveaway. I just want to keep throwing it out there. I don't know if people are hearing it or not, but I want to, just mention it. You can always subscribe. It's always free to unsubscribe later, as Lojo says. But anyway, guys, you guys know how it goes. If we are out there fishing, we are out there catching, we are out there trying to teach and actually catching fish. No complaints.
Got one. Yeah, I did. What do I have? Oh my God. That was the biggest fish of my life. Oh my God.